All right, so I'm back with a 410. I finally got the bottom belts on, the bearings, and I believe it's ready to go. I just need to tighten it up. I didn't put too much tension on them yet. I was going to put the upper belts on and see where that was going to put us at, and kind of see what I need to adjust then, instead of trying to do it and hoping I got it right. So here's my belts. Got it from Belton headquarters. They are directional. I think we can see that. They are directional. So once again, I've got all these bearings replaced, everything that I feel like need to be replaced. Everything seems to be in working order. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at the manual. So according to the manual on page 29, I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to feed up, down, back up, and back down. And it's going to go to here, underneath this roller, around the top side. Okay, so let's see if I can get a good picture of this. So I'm starting here at this one. Let's try this. Yep, starting here at this one. So I'm just going to go up, hit this one, drop down, up, back to that one, and back down to this one, in which it'll go underneath those, from here to there, across the top of this, and it's going to go down. So that's where these guards right here is going to, it's going to go in between those. So I think it's going to come here, through here, like this, and then it's going to drop down and go to one of these. So let's see if we can get it figured out. So I've got a big one and a little one run through so far, and according to the manual, this is how it's supposed to be ran. So it'll go in between here. It's going to go under this one in the track, and then back around the outside of this, and I will clip it back to this tail right here. So I've got those done. I'm going to start with the other big one because it's really hard to fool with. All right, so I finally got them fed through. I would say the hardest part of this operation is pulling the bigger belts through. I mean, if you have the older model, this is an old model, but if you have one even older than this, then you will have 2 4-inch belts, 2 4-inch belts, and 2 4-inch belts. So I don't know which one will be harder, a whole bunch of small belts or big belts like this. So the hardest part was to feed all of your slack around and into that bottom pulley. I failed to mention this, but I've got it locked off here. And if your belts are off like mine, that's no big deal, because it's keeping your tension. Your tension spring will be all the way down, so you'd fight with that. But it wouldn't hurt you if your belts were all the way out. I mean, if your pins were all the way out. But in my case, I had my bottom belts I was replacing, so I was working on my upper belts, so I left it pinned. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my, so I don't know if this is all Belton headquarters, but they sent this really thin plastic coated stainless steel cable, it looks like, to lace it with. So I don't know how well that'll turn out, but it's what they sent, so I'm gonna try it. So I fought with this. I got this lace in. They wasn't bad. I found that if I take and push against this roller right here, then you can line the laces up a lot easier. I'm gonna fold these tabs over, kind of pinch them. I don't know how that'll work, but the big ones, I had a problem with that. Once I figured out to push them against the roller, it was much easier. The little ones they wasn't hard at all. So I'm probably gonna fight with it here in a minute and get all of my laces staggered, because I don't like how that is. So I'm probably just gonna stagger them, fight with that for a minute. So anyways, that's all there is to it. It wasn't a bad job. I've been at it for probably 30 minutes or so. So it wasn't a bad job at all. These look a lot better. They're not considered textured, I don't think, like the diamond pyramid texture, but they do have some kind of texture to them. So hopefully that'll work. All right.